John Wick crashes an SUV into a wall, emerging bloody and wounded. He desperately applies pressure to a gut wound while crawling to safety. With great effort, he retrieves his phone and watches a cherished video of his late wife, Helen, on a serene beach. Overwhelmed by pain and memories, John slumps and closes his eyes. Now, let's rewind several days earlier. John awakens on a somber, cloudy day, haunted by memories of his time with Helen, whose life was claimed by a relentless illness. Today marks her funeral, and after the service, John's longtime friend, Marcus, offers his condolences. Later that night, an unexpected delivery arrives at John's doorstep, a small beagle. A note from Helen accompanies the pup, expressing her acceptance of her own death and now urging John to find his own peace. John is moved to tears and names the dog Daisy, evident from the flower-adorned collar. Daisy becomes John's companion, accompanying him throughout his day as he takes his Mustang out for a drive. At a gas station, an encounter unfolds with three Russian mobsters, including ISF Tarasov. ISF's attempt to buy John's car escalates into a confrontation. Mocked by ISF, John surprises him by speaking Russian before sending them on their way. Little does he know, this encounter will have dire consequences. Tragedy strikes when, after returning home, Daisy needs to go outside. In the shadows lurk two assailants, while a third brutally attacks John with a baseball bat. Daisy's cries go unanswered as one of the men takes her life. John is knocked unconscious, only to awaken later and find his beloved puppy dead. ISF takes John's prized car to a shop run by Aurelio. Recognizing the car, Aurelio demands to know where ISF acquired it. Learning of Daisy's fate, John's anger flares, and he seeks information about ISF. Meanwhile, Vigo, the mob boss, is informed of the car's connection to John Wick. In a basement, John uncovers a hidden cache of weapons and gold coins, a reminder of his dark past. Vigo confronts ISF for his reckless actions, revealing John's fearsome reputation as the Boogeyman, the man they'd call to kill the Boogeyman himself. Vigo attempts to resolve the issue by contacting John, but John dismisses him. Vigo retaliates by sending a team of 12 hitmen to John's home, hoping to eliminate him. In a deadly showdown, John dispatches all of them with remarkable skill. Even a curious police officer, aware of John's past, leaves him be, citing a noise complaint. John calls in a cleanup crew, a service familiar with his bloody affairs. Vigo, frustrated by his son ISF's recklessness, contacts John's friend Marcus and offers a $2 million contract to kill John Wick. Meanwhile, John seeks refuge at the Continental Hotel, where he crosses paths with Perkins. John reunites with Winston, the hotel's owner, who informs him of ISF's whereabouts. John infiltrates a nightclub where ISF and his associates are partying. A brutal shootout ensues, but ISF escapes. Back at the Continental, John attends to his injuries, knowing that trouble is far from over. Perkins, another assassin, breaches the hotel's rules by attacking John. In a desperate struggle, John defeats her but seeks information about Vigo's stash of assets. Perkins reveals that Vigo's secret wealth and blackmail material are hidden in a church's basement. John leaves her with Harry, an associate, and a gold coin, unaware of her escape. Perkins dispatches Harry and continues her mission. John infiltrates the church, eliminating guards along the way, and forces a priest to reveal the vault's location. Ignoring the women inside, he sets the vault ablaze, destroying Vigo's secrets. Vigo learns of the fire and confronts John in a brutal firefight. Although John eliminates most of Vigo's men, a collision leaves him unconscious, and Vigo captures him. Amid their confrontation, John reveals the true reason for his relentless pursuit, ISF's theft of his car and the murder of his beloved dog. Vigo leaves John in the hands of his henchmen, intending to suffocate him. However, Marcus intervenes, allowing John to eliminate his captors. John pursues Vigo's getaway car, leaving only Vigo alive. Desperate, Vigo discloses ISF's location. In a Brooklyn safe house, John confronts ISF and ultimately ends his life. In retaliation, Vigo and Perkins brutally kill Marcus at his home, prompting Vigo to call John with the news. Meanwhile, Perkins meets with Winston, owner of the Continental Hotel, at the Bethesda Arcade in Central Park. Winston informs her that she's violated the hotel's rules, leading to her termination. 4 men execute Perkins on Winston's orders. John discovers Marcus's lifeless body and sets out to confront Vigo. In a high-octane showdown, John rams Vigo's car, leading to a fierce hand-to-hand battle in the rain. John defeats Vigo, leaving him to perish. Returning to the present, John, still bleeding, watches the video of Helen. Inspired to continue, he visits a dog shelter and tends to his wounds. He chooses a pit bull puppy as his new companion, signaling his resilience in the face of adversity. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.